Welcome to Turn Writing Fear Around podcast. Simple methods to overcome fear and start writing again. This is episode 1. I'm Elise Hittinger, and I'm your host for your journey to courage. Today, I just want to share a few simple things with you for preparing. I used to compete, and it was so embarrassing. Every time I'd go in the arena, they'd have to put people all around the outside of the arena to remind me to breathe. I actually passed out and fell off a horse. Every time I competed, I'd be riding around in the arena, all trying to do my best, and I'd hear, breathe, breathe. Because if I didn't have somebody telling me to breathe, I'd hold my breath. Guess what? Holding your breath is a sign of fear and anxiety. And it's one of the easiest ones to overcome. But I didn't know that when I was young. I just had to have people stand around the arena and tell me to breathe. Do you know how embarrassing that is when you're a teenager and you're trying to impress the boys at the horse show and you've got people standing around telling you to breathe? Oh, nightmare. So I'm going to give you 2 really simple breathing exercises that you can do, and you can practice when you're not with your horse so that when you need it with your horse, you've got them. The first one is my favorite. Ferris wheel breathing. So I like to picture my breathing in a Ferris wheel. And I can start out with a smaller Ferris wheel and then make it bigger as I slow my breath down. And it's just breathing in a circle. You want to breathe in and out, and in and out, and in and out. And you just want to picture yourself breathing in a Ferris wheel. And by doing that, not only does it help with your breathing so that you don't pass out, but it also helps your mind because now you're picturing a Ferris wheel. And so you can't be picturing fear and stuff that might happen if you're focused on picturing a Ferris wheel. So that one is twofold. It helps with your mind and it helps with your breathing. So practice, see if you like the Ferris wheel breathing. The second one is breathing in a square. And this one is you breathe in for a count of 4, hold it for a count of 4, breathe out for a count of 4, hold it for a count of 4. Breathe in for a count of 4, hold it for a count of 4, breathe out for a count of 4, hold it for a count of 4. And I actually got this one from Jazz Napravnik. Great, great exercise. And I can play with the numbers. I can make it 4 one time and then 5, or I can even do 8. I can just mix it up with the numbers, which also keeps my mind occupied. Breathing, when we get into fear or anxiety, we hold our breath. We close down, we hunch up. Holding our breath is a reaction to the fear, and it just makes things worse. So by practicing the breathing, while you're practicing it, expand your shoulders. Breathing in, expanding. You know, my trainers used to say, look up. Well, it wasn't about looking up. It was about expanding my chest, really taking in big breaths. So those are my 2 favorite breathing exercises. Ferris wheel and breathing in, holding, breathing out, holding for a count. And the idea with both of them is to gradually over time slow it down. So even if you're counting 4, the first time you might count really fast, and the second time you might count really slow. So as you're going along practicing, you want to slow it down even more. So practice that as well. The second tip for today is preparation. Don't take your stuff to the barn with you. If you're worried about what you're going to get at the grocery store, what you're going to have for dinner, what are the kids doing? Oh my gosh, you've just got all these worries on your mind. Don't take that to the barn with you. So for preparation, I like to make it a ritual that when I walk out the door to head down to the horses, when I shut the door, I'm shutting all that mind chatter in the house. I don't take it with me. And this one also takes practice. Every once in a while, I'll be down with the horses and I'll be thinking about something else. And Taka's really good. When I'm thinking about something else, she'll walk away or she'll nudge me or she's so good at snapping me out of it. Like I'll go to put the halter on her, and if I'm not present with her, she'll just pick her head up and walk away. If I'm present and there, she'll put her head right in the halter. And it's just really a wake-up call that my mind chatter doesn't belong with the horses at all. So whatever it is for you, prepare to go spend time with your horses. Don't take your stuff with you. Leave that monkey chatter at home. Leave it in the car. If you want to do a ritual so that when you get out of the car, if you drive to your horses, when you shut the door, the monkey chatter stays in the car. Well, those are my tips for today. And I appreciate you listening to episode 1. If you've liked anything you've heard today, please subscribe. And I'm going to put a link in the description below to my book, Rise from Fear to Courage. And it goes through my whole process of how I got back to writing again. You guys have a beautiful day. See you in the next episode.